at 22 miles an hour, landing with 1,100 pounds of force. When kicked in the groin, warning signals rocket to his brain at 265 miles an hour.
My mind is like, dude, I don't think you hit him hard.
His nerves process only 10% of the substance P that a normal person would process, which means his brain no longer receives a message of pain.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. The fake news is the enemy of the people. Instead of spending the golden era celebrating and enjoying all of the glorious things that's happening to our nation, CNN has been pearl clutching and constantly offended at what's going on. CNN forced to say hairy balls just this week. Part of the reason why they're so angry is that, well, it does in fact seem like Elon Musk and the entire administration is teabagging CNN like this.
And Chief Elon Musk, who apparently has adopted the alias, at least he changed his social media handle to Hairy Balls, tweeted this morning, "Democracy in America is being destroyed by judicial coup. An activist judge is not a real judge." And as
now this comes on the footsteps of Elon Musk hiring an individual by the name of Big Balls, an online gamer handle, at Doge, forcing yet another absolute meltdown at CNN about big balls and sexy Tesla LLC.
This is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online, so that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest inside Doge, and we looked into his background. And so we found, several notable things, Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC.
The CNN is so offended. You can see here in these clips, they're so offended about these dick humor, right? They're so offended at it. Oh, sexy. It says, it's an unfortunate name. Big Balls. Sexy Tesla. Now, something weird happened the other day on CNN. One of CNN's premier anchors, Mr. Newsman himself, Mr. Vanderbilt, Mr. Nepo Baby, Anderson Cooper, decided to snap on one of his guests and use a naughty name. Let's go ahead and have a listen.
I know what you're not showing here. Musk gave 7 specific examples off the top of his head of where the corruption and fraud were. I know you didn't play the clips. He was talking about a contractor that had a 3-month contract. He was paid for 20 years. He was talking about welfare benefits that were being paid to someone that was technically 150 years old. He was talking about line items in the Treasury that had no justification.
There's no he doesn't present any actual evidence.
Well, he's standing there in the Oval Office. Do you expect him to come in with 10,000 pages? And I have to be clear, to complain about this administration about transparency, when this president takes open questions on a daily basis, yet Joe Biden didn't show up for a press conference this 6 months, is insane. Well, these guys are being extremely transparent. They don't have to sit there and take the questions, but they do. It's all on the website. It's all out there.
It's not transparency to say things that have no factual background. I mean, to say we're cutting, we've found $1 billion or $1 trillion in waste with no specifics, that's just talk. That's not transparency.
It's 23 days in here, guys. 23 days. You're talking about 2.3 billion that was saved last year. These guys are saving 2.3 billion a day.
Right, but
it's incredible.
That's what they're saying. But where's the proof?
You're waiting. You're not going to be satisfied till he shows up with 10,000 pages.
But 10,000 pages. Yeah. He's giving very specific things, but he's not actually giving any evidence of that.
It's all going to come because what they also said was, if we have to go to Congress, we'll go to Congress.
Right, but
we'll show where it is.
Some of the details that have come out, like the $59 million spent on luxury hotels, it's actually not.
Talking about the FEMA money that was abused for migrants.
Yeah.
FEMA money for migrants, that's okay now?
No, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay. Don't put words in my mouth.
So would you stop that? Would you stop that process?
Don't be a dick. The what I'm saying is the portrayal by him is...
Oh, really? Don't be a dick. You know, how many more dick jokes can be made on CNN in 1 week? We've got a dozen hairy balls, a dozen big balls, and now Anderson Cooper calling his own guest a dick for stating facts. Would you look at that? Anderson Cooper was forced to grovel and apologize on air for saying this. Does show that they're getting broken, right? It does show that they're incapable of handling this current moment. Anderson Cooper was very excited. I'm saying very excited for big balls.
Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with Musk and big balls.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Big balls, who work for Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency,
How many times do you
Doge.
say
In the
it?
one case of the big balls kid, a literal teenager.
Big balls online.
Big balls here that Katie's talking about. A 19-year-old that goes by the username Big Balls.
So that would be one way that we could refer to him.
Young computer whizzes, the aforementioned big balls.
Because who among us doesn't feel better about big balls? Big balls.
I do feel a lot better. I feel a lot better than that. And serial on-camera masturbator Jeffrey Lubin Tubin being here. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it something that Anderson Cooper is sitting here calling this guy a dick when it's actually this guy right here on his panel that got fired for being a dick by publicly masturbating on camera in front of his colleagues. That's actually what happened. It's grotesque. CNN has decided to up his contract. Okay? Isn't that interesting? So yeah, maybe Anderson, I think perhaps you're looking at the wrong person on your panel to criticize. Ah, man. What a timeline. What an incredible timeline. CNN just keeps getting completely and totally blown out of the water. The troll of the century is what they're calling it. The hilarity of CNN getting just utterly rolled by the administration, which is exactly what's happening here, right? Like, oh man, and if you haven't watched this, Jake Tapper and Kara Swisher, the smuggest, most narcissistic, self-obsessed, navel-gazing fraud. These two people. The entire segment here, they're talking about how offensive it is that Elon Musk is named Hairy Balls now on X. The golden era is breaking CNN. They're so sad about it. And that's why you shouldn't watch CNN. They think you are a dick for supporting Trump. Well, maybe we are. Yeah, and it's your political movement that's about to get effed. So, ladies and gentlemen, join us by subscribing, liking, and sharing this content to make CNN cry again with Hairy Balls in their face.